Hi guys, welcome to another unboxing video. This is video number 2. You saw the FF front wheel drive. You also saw the MP4 mini car. Big thanks to Mark who did the FF33 video. But now it's time to show you our latest product, T3M. So what I thought I'd do before we go through that is just quickly show you the evolution of the car. We have here our first model, which was the T2. You see, totally different with a split deck. And then we moved across to the upgrade for that car, which is our 18 version. As you see, we went back to a single deck on that car. And finally we came across with the T3, which was a massive change. And with that car we then started to have carbon fibre wishbones, which was a massive improvement over some of the flex in the other cars. But we did have a few technical things we wanted to change in the UK, such was the wishbones with the pivots. We actually drilled ours out, and using a different part from another manufacturer, we inserted those so we had freedom of movement rather than the rubber bushes. So let's have a look at the latest product, see what we get in the box today. I know there's a lot of excitement for this. Right, so what have we got? Well, in the UK spec, we give everybody a free spur, because a lot of people run 48, they don't run the 64 DP, so that's something extra you get. We've got our manual, which is fantastic. You've got some extra gold screws. You get a pinion because the car does come with a 64 DPI. You get different shock pistons, and obviously you get the stickers, and you get a few spare gold screws. So let's have a look at the car itself. The car all comes pre-built, very nice. Let's get out the sealed bag. Incidentally, this is how the other cars came, the T2, the T3, all came pre-built. We always recommend that when you do have a car, take it apart, check all the screws, just make sure everything is tight, because you will find some of the screws are actually quite loose. The reason is purely due to manufacturing. We've actually found it's far cheaper to have the car assembled than it is to actually get some of the components, get them all bagged up in individual factories and reassemble. The beauty of it is, it also means you don't get no missing parts. So let's have a quick look compared to the current T3 and see what we can see. So straight away we noticed, obviously now have a mid-motor car, which is actually very nice. We've now got the top deck split, which is great. We also have the rash shocks that come pre-installed with the car, and they've also opted for thicker drive shafts over the previous model, which is great. The steering is still fully ball raced, which is unbelievably smooth when you move it. That was exactly the same on the T3. That's one thing we can't fault. What we do notice straight away is the rear suspension. So the factories took our concept on board, and they've actually manufactured a different pivot system for the wishbones, and that is unbelievably smooth. We took the shock off, and the freedom of movement is fantastic. They've really gone to town with it. You can also increase and decrease the tension on that to change it for whether you're in a hybrid car, it's all low. It also looks, if we compare it to the car, where things have moved slightly further forward as well. So things do appear to be better in line. So we notice the drive shaft seem more in line as well. But overall, it is a very similar car, but there is a lot of changes being made to it to improve its performance. Obviously, the biggest change being the big motor. And there's one thing you can do with this car, which is pretty clever. You can actually swap your electrics and have them on either side. If you look at the chassis, you'll see it's pre-drilled both sides, so you can swap it and put the battery on the right-hand side, the left-hand side. You can put the servo on the right-hand side, left-hand side. So a lot of engineering has gone to this. The diff is so super smooth the way they've built it. It's just absolutely fantastic. Can't fault the guys, what they've done. You know, looking forward, one of my jobs today is actually to get the car assembled, move all my stuff across. But one thing I did notice when I was assembling was the bottom of the chassis. So I want to show you the 2018 model. So we turn it over and we see some extra holes in the chassis. And if you look in compared to the 2018 car, you'll see that it's exactly the same. So we believe it is possible, if you want to change to the plastic wishbones rather than have the carbon fibre. Why you want to do that, I don't know. Maybe you want a bit more flex if it's a really low grip. Maybe it's just your preference. And obviously the rear has got the additional holes as well. That's a great feature. I spoke to the factory this morning, and you know, they did make the point that it was there to allow for full flexibility of the chassis, so people can adapt it as they need to. Car comes with up to 2.5 degrees rear towing. There is some optional wishbones if you want up to 3.5 degrees, which is just a fairly simple swap over. But that's pretty much it in terms of the car. So that's our car for the current season. We'll actually get to race again from 2020 to 2021. I hope you liked the video. If you have any questions, please post below. And if there's anything we can do to answer any queries or help you with, please give us a shout. We'll get you some photos, whatever you need of the car, and we'll be glad to help you. Thanks for watching.